What's up, guys? This is Midwest 2 Review here back again. So I thought, seeing how I've been getting the Snap-on KR-562A set up like I want, I thought, why not go ahead and do a preliminary toolbox tour. So we're gonna do side A today, and then if you guys tune in tomorrow, we will do side B, which is 90 degrees to the opposite side. So yeah, as you can see on top, everything is kind of crazy. I have a stainless steel top that is coming for this box. We've done the measurements, and it appears that the KRA 1022 top will work for this box. Maybe a little bit of a modification needed, but for the most part, everything should fit. So we're going to be picking that up here probably this weekend. On top of the box, I just got a couple things just laying out that I've been using. Nothing really too important. I finally was able to set up my smaller boxes here, my novelty boxes, if you will. This is actually a functional box with drawers that actually open, whereas this is simply a Bluetooth speaker. I always talk about my Ulsa tools. Shout out to Ulsa tools. Their socket holder is awesome, and you can see there we've got that fully loaded with sockets and other hex and Torx bits and things of that nature. So everything's kind of set up. This particular holder, based upon what I've got on it right now, I can pretty much do the majority of projects that I work on off this tray here, believe it or not. It's got swivels, it's got impacts, it's got chromes, it's got deeps, it's got shallows, it's got quarter, 3/8, half-inch, Torx, hex, e-Torx, you name it, we've pretty much got everything on here. So it's working out really, really nicely, and I've got it packed. Got my Matco air gun here, just laying out because we're doing some cleaning, and then my Snap-on e-Torx that are just kind of there. I'm trying to fill out this whole set, so that's a work in progress. That's why it's sitting out. With these older boxes, you have to create some tools to kind of get the jars out. So I've got a couple little tools that I created to help slide the jars out when I'm servicing the box. A random handle, my Dremel here that my wife got me for Christmas rather. We're going to be wiring up the box to support having batteries on board, so that's in progress, and that's pretty much it. And then a random piece of drawer liner there. Let's get into it. So here's the primary jar, and remember, guys, this is a friction slide system, so it doesn't have ball bearings, so the jars come out a little slower. They're not quite as smooth. So you have to kind of get used to that if you're coming from a roller ball bearing type jar like my Matco Jamestown. So a little bit of getting used to, but I don't get in and out of this box all the time, and I don't foresee myself doing that, so that should not be a problem. I guess I should point out on this box, it's a storm gray color that I match myself. It's a couple of different colors that I've added in that kind of my own ratio, nothing really spectacular, but I was trying to give it like an updated color or appearance as far as the tone. I think that kind of came out pretty good. I did update the lock mechanism, so it does support the new Snap-on locks, and it does have a newer Snap-on badge on the front. I do have the original square one, but I decided that this one here looks better, and I didn't have enough time to do what I wanted to do to the original one to support that. So maybe in the future. But as you guys always know, we have our primary drawer is our Ratchet drawer, and you can see here it's got all my 3/8, anything from my quick release to my flex head, locking, non-locking. Don't know why that's like that. Some of my older stuff, my round heads, my 1/4" drive body with the 3/8 drive anvil, a couple, same thing here, but more of the modern and the standard size, non-flex head size. My 3/8 stubbies, my swivels, 1/4 with the 3/8 drive anvil. Got several of those. Don't know why, just kind of how it ended up. Some larger ratchets here, longer, I guess, if you will, FLL F80 back there. And then this one here, I'm going to be pulling this handle. I hate this handle. I saw someone else do it in the past. I tried it and absolutely despise it. So I'm going to be pulling that off. And I do have one of these standard Instinct handles that I'm going to put on there. Couple bent handle ratchets. This is one of my favorite here because I incorporated that older style, that retro handle on there from Snap-on, and that was a little bit of a chore, but I still got to clean up some of the residual glue and everything on there, but turned out really nice. Then we have some of my more modern flex heads, FFL 80 or FHL F80. There you go. Some round pair heads to FHNF 100s. Couple locking, and these two are different. They look the same, but they are in fact different. That's an 80 tooth, and I think this one here is like a 72 tooth or something like that. This is like the 936 version, whereas this is the newer style. A little bit short ones here, and then one of my favorite ratchets here, which is a slight bend 45 or whatever on this guy here. So yeah, just kind of got this all set up for what I use. I don't use every ratchet. Obviously, some ratchets get used more so than others. Believe it or not, I've been really heavily using my my Matco ratchets here recently, because this box was kind of having some issues with the lock mechanism and other things. So I really wasn't going through it. So, but that's my ratchet jar. You guys do see I did wrap the jar edges with 3M carbon fiber wrap. That turned out really nicely. This box has 13 drawers, so after I got through with about half of them, I realized how to do it more effectively. I watched the Snap-on tool review channel, and the guys out there in Canada did it right, and it really helped me figure out how to do my box here. You guys know my old, sorry about the lighting, I'm trying to get better lighting in here, but let me see. I don't think my light's going dim. That's what it is. My ratcheting screwdrivers, some of my standard screwdrivers, some of my extra long ratcheting ones, my bent ratcheting, some of the more custom and more you know, like I guess novelty type ones here with the flip blade, switch blade, or whatever you want to call it, and the banana yellow and the pearl blue. Couple 1/4-inch drive drivers there. I got one ratcheting, none ratcheting, and I've got a blue handle version of that. My Snap-on racing screwdrivers and some of my standard Instinct handle screwdrivers there that I use quite often. And then a couple extras here and there. So that's the screwdriver drawer. The next drawer here is going to be for my wrenches. Everything in here is either Blue Point or Snap-on. Snap-on up to 22 millimeter, Blue Point up to 19 millimeter ratcheting, Flint Drive Plus up to 17 millimeter, and then Snap-on ratcheting up to 19 millimeter. Next jar is more ratchets, as you guys can see. I used the Matco tray. Actually, I like the Matco trays. I know it may be sacrilegious, but this is my SAE set here up to 15/16. I do have a 1-inch that's in another drawer, but these are all Snap-on that I got. These are all brand new old stock, never used, that I picked up from my retired Snap-on dealer. So a full set of those, my Mac hard handle wrenches, my Snap-on adjustables. They look the same, but one is bigger than the other. Then my Snap-on short handles up to 19 and up to 3/4 at the moment. And I'm looking for a 1-inch, and then that's where I'll stop. Then I've got the Snap-on double box end, and I got some Snap-on double box end ratcheting. So keep those in the wrench wraps. You see, it gets stuck every once in a while too. That's something new that, oh, what is catching in there? I don't know what that is. Let's see here. Something, oh, maybe the next jar. I'm not sure. This is my wrench jar, guys. So I guess I'll get down a little bit here on my bad knees. Here's all my wrenches, all my pliers rather. Anything from Snap-on to Knipex to Van Plier, you name it. All high-end quality pliers in here. I don't have anything that's chintzy or weak. Everything I want to get the very best. So I set it up right, did it right, and you know, just piecemealed it, guys. You know me, I never been on an actual Snap-on truck before, so everything is piecemeal, put together, and built, you know, purposely set up for what I need or what I like. And you know, I'm really happy. I'm really proud of this jar here, because I've always had a lot of pliers, but I've kind of worked myself up to getting everything set up like I want. And I'm pretty proud of it. Then I've got my Mac tools, heater core, hose, tool, backflush tool, my radiator hose picks. I've got some hose clamps in there, various types, the 90-degree, and then the straights. Then I've got a bunch of extensions that are in 3/8 and 1/2-inch drive, Snap-on in both Mac. The next jar here is sockets. This is a really heavy jar, so it takes a little bit of force to get this jar out. But you guys may have saw on my Instagram page my 1/4-inch drive set. I was trying to sell this for Jerry, but we couldn't get any good bites on it. I think it retails for like close to $800, but I couldn't get even half that out of it, so I decided to just keep it for myself. So I added that to my collection. Not that I needed it, but we got Snap-on 1/2-inch drive. We've got, and both metric and SAE. We've got a bunch of these lug nut removal sockets here. And then we have Snap-on hex and Torx. We have Snap-on swivels, SAE, Snap-on swivels, metric and chrome, Snap-on deep metric. These are Mac shallow metric, and then I've got another bunch of Matco extensions there. Snap-on 1/4-inch drive mid-length, Snap-on metric. Is these? No, these are Mac metric swivels. Snap-on mid-length chromes, and then a set of Mac deep metric 6-point sockets. I got some more Matco extensions there. I've got the Lyle tap sockets. Everyone's got them, and then that's pretty much it for that jar. All right, that's not all my sockets, of course. This jar here is really heavy, and this one here we've got our hose clamp pliers, our Snap-on thread restore kit, Snap-on debt blow, Matco light, Snap-on test leads, Ulsa tools, split beam torque wrench, 1/2-inch drive, the Matco click type 1/2-inch drive torque wrench, and then the Mac hex and Torx kit. Pretty complete, pretty comprehensive. This one here, I put it together. It was rusty and crusty, but we got everything restored back to normal. And I got a couple sizes that I need to fill in. I got to get with my Mac dealer when I can remember it to get those missing pieces added to the kit, and then that'll complete that out. But really happy with that set. Didn't pay next to nothing for it. So and then I have my Snap-on soldering iron full kit there, and then I guess you guys have seen these before, but you know, why not? Then the thread restore kit, that's complete, new old stock. The case looks rough, but everything in there is brand new. And then the Matco pocket light, which is really nice. I'll show you guys that here in a bit. I've got another one. I bought 2 of them. So that's pretty much that jar. The plate on the bottom, you guys, if, like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, you know, but my buddy cut this plate for me out of 14 gauge steel. Then we had it painted. This is my design with the wrenches there that I had designed in there, the Snap-on logo with some modifications so we don't copyright issues, nothing like that. So it's not exactly like they do it. But yeah, we added that. It's like almost like a kick plate, but it is painted and hard coated, so it's not going to chip or crack or anything like that. But yeah, it did offset. It made the box more modern. The idea with this box was to give it. It's 44 years old. It's 1977, I believe it is. So it's like 40 some years old. And the idea was to give it a new life, right? So give it updated colors, kind of, you know, add the carbon fiber to kind of modernize it, add the new locks, add the more up-to-date Snap-on sign. We added the Epic wheels on there. Believe it or not, man, they bolt directly to the bottom of the box. No modification needed. It's funny that Snap-on used the same bolt pattern 40 some years later for their box. There's no change. Literally just jacked the box up, took off the old ones and put the new ones on. It was probably the easiest part of this restoration that I did. So I'm really proud of it. And then on the side of the box, we added a handle. I do have another handle, which you guys probably can't see it. Let me see here. We added another handle here, but this is like off the cart, just to, and it fit perfectly too. It's funny how everything bolts right back up, so it fit perfectly on there. So that was pretty neat. That was exciting to see that. But we have another handle. We're gonna get that one installed later. That one will require some modification. It is not a direct bolt-on, so that's why I have not done it yet. This is the pocket lights I was telling you guys about, the Matco lights. For 200 lumens, that's pretty bright. It's got the direct light there too. So for 17 bucks, man, this is what my guy has them for, and they come in a variety of different colors. So not bad. It is battery powered, meaning that you have to put the AAAs in there, but it takes 3 of them. But I bought 2 of them. I couldn't pass it up. But overall, I guess I'm trying to say it's a great box. I love it. The height is good. Let's see here, take some basic measurements while we're talking about it. I think we've covered everything about the box. But it's my first Snap-on box, right? So I probably won't ever get rid of it. I'll probably keep it, you know, and give it to my sons or something like that. But the length is, what is that, 26.5, or the depth rather. And then overall length is, let's call it 49.75, and then the height is 39.75. So not bad. I mean, it's a good sized box. And then what was cool about these boxes, they are called taco wagons, or they're basically they're A&P for aircraft mechanics. It's an aircraft mechanic box. That's why it's set up the way that it is. But it also has a double plate set up here, so you can mount a vise directly to the box. We're not going to be doing that, but it does have that option. So the box is rated for 2,000 pounds. I think it can withstand, you know, even with tools on board. So that's pretty good. I mean, it's more than I'm ever going to subject the box to in my garage. So I think it fits really nicely. It turned out great. People ask me about how did you remove the dents. That was spot weld and a slide hammer to pull out the dents. There was approximately 9 dents, big dents that need to come out. I counted every one of them. It took me months to get everything done up. There was very little Bondo used on this box. There's a couple little spots here and there that we have to use some Bondo, but not very much at all. You can tap on it, you can put a magnet on it. Everything's solid steel. There's no filler really used at all on this box. So everything was pulled out by hand. You know, me learning how to do all of it I've got welders and everything in the back. That's my Christmas tree. It's my home garage, guys, so it is what it is. But I have 2 different welders back there. They were used extensively to fix certain things on the box. So I had to learn a little bit of welding, you know, as well as some body work. You know, I bought myself a set of Snap-on hammers for doing the body work. You know, just trying to get it done right. So I'm really proud of it. I took my time on this, guys. You know, I bought this back last year, and I spent the better part of a year getting it up to where it's at right now. And I couldn't be more pleased. There are some blemishes that I just could not repair, or simply just decided to just overlook. There's character about the box that does remain. I did, in some places, I did leave the original paint just for, you know, just to kind of show that. I didn't want to rob everything off of it and just completely obliterate his past. So I did keep some things, you know, as they were. But for the most part, everything's been updated. Like I said, we're going to put a top on it, so that's going to be really cool. And maybe some other modifications to the box. My retired Snap-on dealer is really helping me out on that. He's a 37-year veteran of Snap-on, so he knows the whole history and more about this box and every other box. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm proud to have it. It's my little gem, you know. So you can go out, you can buy a brand new Snap-on box, or you can just buy one that's beat up and restore it. And you know me, guys. I started my channel restoring tools, so it only makes sense for me to go down this path of restoring a Snap-on box versus buying one off a truck or whatever, or off Facebook Marketplace or whatever. So yeah, I'm really happy with it, man. I mean, I couldn't be more pleased with how everything came out. So hopefully you guys like it. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I know people were asking me about certain screwdrivers. I guess I'll put this disclaimer out there. I'm not selling anything out of this box. I may take an offer for that kit, possibly, because I don't necessarily need it. But for the most part, nothing is being sold out of this box. This is my pride and joy. This is my personal setup. And I am not in a position to sell it at this moment in time, or sell anything from it, I should say. So everything in it, for the most part, is Snap-on. There are other brands in here. You know, there's a little bit of Matco, there's a little bit of Mac, Knipex, things of that nature. But for the most part, everything is high quality tools. And you know, I source every single one out to get it. So I'm proud of that as well. So hope you guys like it. Hope you tuned in for the entire video, because that was a lot. So thank you guys. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm tired, and yeah, this one is for you guys. So thank you for supporting me. Thank you for making this happen. You guys are awesome. All right, peace.